Trump? Hillary? I know who I'm voting for, but quite frankly, I'm going to make bank this election season regardless of who wins. Do you want to know how so you can watch your account grow also? Hint, it has something to do with something several states are voting to legalize on election day. I'll share the specific details here in just a minute, but first let me introduce myself. My name is Matt Morris, and this is a picture of me and my family, with me and my wife and our 4 children, and we live in sunny South Carolina. Now, I've been an active trader for over a decade and a successful entrepreneur for several years as well. Now, how in the world would a family man such as myself rake in a potentially life-changing windfall as millions of Americans, including myself, I'll be voting too, head to the polls to vote for the next commander-in-chief? Well, it's simple, by loading the boat on the right weed stocks. Because 8 states are voting on whether to legalize marijuana this November. I'm calling this particular event the Green Gold Rush of 2016 and 17. Because quite frankly, owning the right weed stocks this fall or winter may end up being very similar to you walking out in your backyard one morning, taking out a shovel, digging up a plot of dirt, and finding a vein of gold in your backyard. Now, I'll admit, not every trade I make ends up as a winner, right? But if there's one tell I know how to spot that leads me and my subscribers to huge gains over and over again, it's this one. The event anticipation tell, where I buy a stock and wait for it to make a move higher based on an upcoming event that will bring a rush of interest to that particular stock. And the November 2016 election is a huge event for weed stocks. Don't think it's such a big deal? Let me remind you of what happened during the 2012 election with just one weed stock. It went from $3 a share to over $200 a share in less than 2 weeks' time. Roughly a 6,600% gain. If you would have had just $1,000 in this stock at this particular time, you would have been sitting on over $66,000 in profits. Now, 66 grand is not $1 million bucks. I get it, okay? I'm sure you could imagine what you could use that kind of cash for, right? Now, how about a more recent example from the 2014 midterm congressional election? This is a weed stock that was trading as cheap as 2.9 cents a share, so you might as well say 3 cents a share, all the way to 29 cents a share in less than 2.5 months, right? 900% gain. Now, that's just 2 examples, yet there were dozens of other weed stocks that made similar moves during that time frame. This stock trading tell has led me to several triple-digit percentage winners in recent years. Very similar to how big money poker players know how to go all in when they spot specific tells at the poker table. Like, for example, when they see their opponents scratch their nose, crack their knuckles, or maybe pull their earlobes with nervous energy after they get a bad hand. And in just a moment, I'm going to share how you can receive a real-time alert straight to your email inbox from me every time I spot one of these stock trading tells that point me to stocks ready to print life-changing returns for you. Yet first, let me reveal how you can grab your slice of the coming windfall gains in weed stocks this election season. I've just released a new report entitled The Green Gold Rush of 2016 and 17, and it points you to the best opportunity to make a killing this election season. In this new downloadable report, you'll discover the stock I'm betting big time on and access deep dive research on how just explosive this business may be and why the stock may be a 10-bagger or more for you in the near future. Now, for a report that stands a very good chance at pointing you to gains of up to 1,000% or more, what do you think I'd ask you for? $197? You can make that back pretty quickly if it moves nicely, right? The stock that I'm highlighting. How about $97? That's even more reasonable, right? Nope, that's way too high. For the time being, you can instantly secure your copy of this report for just $7. Yep, just $7. To claim your copy, just click the button beneath this video and check out via our secure order form. Once you check out, you'll see a special one-time offer to join my Buy and Sell Alert newsletter. So you'll know the precise moment when I feel it is time to buy specific weed stocks and other types of stocks over the coming weeks and months. and also know when to sell these weed stocks to cash out your gains before they give back a large chunk of their gains, because knowing when to sell is very important as well, right? So to recap, click the button below to grab your copy of the report. Once you submit the order form with your information, you'll immediately be taken to a page where you can instantly join my buy and sell alert newsletter. It's up to you whether or not to subscribe to the newsletter, and I respect your decision if you decide to miss out on my real-time buy and sell alerts. That's up to you. But either way, you can still claim your access to the report for just $7 by clicking the button below. Enjoy the report and let me know how you do with the green gold rush. This is Matt Morris. Are you still here? Well, maybe you've got a couple questions or concerns you'd like me to address before you buy your report. Maybe you only have a few $100s to start with, and you might be wondering, is that enough? And my answer to that question is yes. As long as you can get a trading account open and funded, you're good to go. You can start trading, and this can be very much a worthwhile endeavor for you. Maybe you're a total newbie and don't know where to start. Well, two things for you to do. Go ahead and grab the report, and then secondly, open up your trading account. So pretty simple. Mark Twain said the secret to getting ahead is getting started. So that's what you need to do. Wondering what my track record is? Well, my track record is very extensive. It goes over a number of years. But here's an example of how quickly things can happen for you. This is from one of my accounts where I grew a $2,000 stake into nearly $25,000 inside 2 months. Is this really a big deal? Well, I want you to think of it in comparison as to the lifting of prohibition some 70, 80 years ago. You know, this is just a tremendously huge opportunity, the legalization for marijuana for business, whether or not you agree with it or not. You know, I'm not a big fan, but hey, it is what it is, and it's an opportunity to take advantage of as a trader. Maybe lastly, you're wondering how you'll access your report. Well, as soon as you fill out the order form, submit it, and then choose whether or not you want to take advantage of the one-time offer to join the newsletter, you will be able to download it right after that. You'll get a link sent to your email and also be taken to a download page. So with that said, click the button below and let's go ahead and score a big win together with these stock picks. I'm looking forward to working with you and seeing you hit some big time gains. All right, this is Matt. I'm signing off.